Hello again. Sorry for the slight technical problem, but we've got a lot on our minds tonight. We've got there was poor Jenny has a lot of buttons to press, and I just had to go and check that. I think we've got the button pressed now that lets you hear what I'm saying. So I'll start again. I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in Botterstone for this our 15th live broadcast from what was the old one-room village school in the village, and where I grew up, and I went to school here, and my father went in the 1930s. So it's great to be able to be broadcasting to you from the school here. And I try and treat it like a little concert, so get your glass of wine out and get, put it on your big telly, and you have your wee nibbles and your Pringles or whatever. And I've been trying not to repeat myself over the last 15 shows. So I've been trying not to repeat myself, and I've been successful, apart from a couple of Caledonias that I did on the wee special show. So, but the further I get in, I'm over 50 songs now, so it starts to get harder you don't have them all at the front of your head, so you have to bear with me. I'll do this wee song. I'll try this wee song, and this is basically about young ones wanting to grow old too quick, and youth is such a fleeting thing, you have to enjoy it while you're in that place, Every day's another day. Every moment now or never is never very far away, but it leads us on forever. And if the darkness falls and you're standing alone, but dawn will heal the heart. So hold on, little darling, hold on. In the midst of a river it's gone, and the dreams that we dream upon will set us free to fly. And hold on, little darling, hold on. In the swift of the river it's gone, and the road that we travel on will set us free to fly. It doesn't matter where we stray, time will find its own direction, but dangers linger where we stray, while we search our own perfection. And if the darkness falls and you're standing alone, but dawn will heal the heart. So hold on, little darling, hold on. In the wisp of a whisper it's gone, and the dreams that we dream upon will set us free to fly. Hold on, little darling, hold on. In the swift of a river it's gone, and the road that we travel on will set us free to fly. So another day will turn, so another day will open, expectation hearts will burn with the promise that's unbroken. And if the darkness falls and you're standing alone, oh, dawn will heal the heart. So hold on, little darling, hold on. In the wisp of a whisper it's gone, and the dreams that we dream upon will set us free to fly. And hold on, little darling, hold on. In the swift of a river it's gone, and the road that we travel on will set us free to fly. I'll sing that again. And hold on, little darling, hold on. In the wisp of a whisper it's gone, and the dreams that we dream upon will set us free to fly. And hold on, little darling, hold on. In the swift of the river it's gone, and the road that we travel on will set us free to fly. Thank you very much, and that was my wee song, Whisper for Whisper, and I hope you got that all okay. I was a bit of a panic there earlier on with the sound, but I'm saying thank you, and I'm assuming that you're all going to be clapping in front of your telly screens and your phones or your laptops. And I'm going to do this wee song. Actually, I'm going to do a couple of songs. This is going to be a couple of kind of themed things, this actually, and I'm going to start off with this song, and it came from when I was touring in Canada, and let's grab this wee tenor guitar, and I was up in just outside Lethbridge, and staying with some folk, and they said, "We want to show you this place." You know, this was years and years ago. It's a buffalo jump. And I have no idea what that was, and we went out to it. It's now a big tourist attraction, but when I was there, it was just this big sort of mound at the bottom of a cliff. And this friend of mine had grown up in this wee village and this wee town beside it, and he explained to me this was where the Indians, Native American Indians, Plains Indians, it was a way of being able to kill lots of buffalo all at the one time, because chasing the buffalo with a bow and arrow is pretty hard. But they had this system where they had this kind of funnel made to the edge of the cliff. They would gather all the buffaloes up. There'd be lots of other folk from different tribes at the bottom of the cliff, and then they would stampede the buffalo, and because of the optical illusion of being the plains and the cliff and then the plains, the buffalo would just run right over the edge of the cliff and fall at 200 meters or whatever it was, and then the guys down at the bottom would do all the kind of finishing off and butchering, and but the archaeologists had worked out it was something like 30,000 years that the people had been killing the buffalo there, and that's why the mound was so huge, and it's well worth a visit. But when I was there, it was just that there was nothing. There was a wee shed when I went back to the house, my friend, he said when he was a little boy, he brought this shoebox out, and it was full of flint arrowheads, where when they'd been finishing off the buffalo, and he probably had a better collection than the Canadian Museum. But he said when they were kids, they used to go out and dig down into the bones and dig a hole, and they'd find these flint arrowheads embedded in the bones, and it was fascinating. So I wrote this song, and actually, yeah, I wrote the song. We'll do the song, and then I'll show you my artifacts. And it's got a wee chorus, but you can sing. You sing, "Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. buffalo jump. Feel the thunder crashing over the cliffs of pain. We'll do a couple of choruses to start with. We'll go to this. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Got that? Here we go again. Oh, buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great bull. See me, I'm the wild one. This morning we are ready to show the buffalo our knives. And by the red of sunset, we'll have relieved them of their lives. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Well, the beast has well been gathered. We could have had 1,000 more. We'll run them to the edge. They'll tumble out through death's dark door. And soon the blood will flow like water through the sun-bleached ancient bones. We'll revive this dusty land on which our seeds of life are thrown. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Play it, Mr. Tighthead. See me, I am the bravest. I'm the strongest of us all. I'll stand beside the river's edge and watch the great black waterfall. I'm a child of the great Cree nation. See me, I'm my father's son. We live by the great bull. See me, I'm the wild one. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of... Or try it on your own, go on. Buffalo jump, feel the thunder. Buffalo jump across the plains. Buffalo jump, kill the hunger crashing over the cliffs of pain. That's my wee song that I wrote up in Lethbridge about the place was called Head Caved In, I think it was. Head Smashed in Indian, in Native American language. And because some young brave had decided to show how courageous he was, and he was going to stand at the bottom of the cliff and watch all the buffaloes coming over. And of course, they kind of tumbled over like a huge waterfall and squashed him against the cliff edge. And so, now, and I'm going to show you a couple of these things. Many years ago, I received a parcel in the post from some, and sadly, I've lost the person's address and name and the letter, but it was a wonderful parcel full of very, genuine replica Native American Indian artifacts. And he was in a reenactment group and had just sent me this box of amazing things. And they're in my precious cupboard up there, my cupboard of precious things, and I thought I would show you them. And this is, I don't know if you can see these. I mean, maybe Jenny can show me, get the other camera to kind of come in. This, I think, must be a tomahawk. I mean, it's got a stone on the end of it, and it's an amazing bit of kit. And I hate to think what this thing's for. I mean, I've got a good idea. It's a very vicious thing. But also we had this beautiful, he sent me this beautiful little snakeskin bag, and inside is a little tin. And it's got all the equipment for making fires and things, and flints, and some beautiful replica Native American jewelry, and it's beautiful. And but we're now going to try something. Most people don't realize that from the age of about 20 to the age of about 30, I had a career as a fiddle player, and I played in a band called the Tannahill Weavers. I joined them when I was 20 and ended up going all over Europe playing sort of trad stuff, fiddle tunes and Scottish songs and things. And then I started to write my own songs, and that I kind of let that go a little bit. But although I still play my fiddle socially, and I I love writing things on the fiddle. But it's not a thing I play a lot. And I don't do it on stage very much. But just recently, I started doing this tune because I wrote a fiddle tune called the Gale, which was used in a movie called The Last of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis. It's the bit when they're all running up in front of the waterfall, and they've probably got one of them things. Probably got one of these things, actually, And anyway, it was a brilliant thing it was a brilliant thing to be able to do, and so I wrote this tune, and I don't like playing the fiddle on its own, just on the stage, because it's kind of very naked, So my son Jamie, who's a brilliant musician, made me this backing track, which he plays everything on, and so I'm going to try it now. And this is technically very difficult for me and Jenny, because there's lots of buttons to press and lots of levels to get right, and it might not work, but we'll try it anyway. So I'm just going to grab my fiddle. And this was a version that Jamie and I made for I'm all tangled up yet. This was a version that I made for a documentary about the Scottish fur traders up in the St. Lawrence River, and the Métis Indians, and how they had kind of this relationship, and it was called Gale Northwest. So I've got the slow tune at the beginning is different from the normal tune, but we'll have a wee go at it now. And so this is quite a tricky bit of. Are you ready, Mrs. MacLean? So we could start the audio now. I hope you can hear that. Can you see Daniel Day-Lewis yet? and that was the Gale Northwest. And I hope you heard all that, and I hope it wasn't coming flying, bouncing out of your laptops. And but we'll learn from this one and see how we get on with our balances. But it's been quite difficult because my son Jamie came up and set it up for me with his rubber gloves on and masks and all kinds of stuff and that, and I had to leave the room while he was here and then we've been doing it by remote control. So anyway, it's been very interesting to put it together, but a great privilege to have a tune like that used in such a fantastic movie. And it was funny because I was in North Carolina doing a concert actually, and I went to the bar after the concert, and I was just having a drink after the show, and then all of a sudden there was these 200 Mohican, Native American guys with Mohican haircuts and that all coming into the bar, and I couldn't believe it. I was going, what's going on here? And the guy said, he says they're making a movie just down the road there at a waterfall, and it was all the extras from the movie. And at that time I didn't know my tune was going to be used in it. Anyway. Been a bit of an interesting evening tonight. This is Mr. Tatty Face and Mrs. Tatty Face, Amber Tatty Face, who've been accompanying me tonight, and I'd like to give them a big round of applause for their wonderful contributions to the. And I'll finish with this wee song. Now, this is a request. Quite a few people requested this, and we'll give it a wee go. And it's got a chorus, but got a very complicated chorus, which I can't really, won't be good to teach you it all, but the very last line is you sing, "We'll be together again," and it's kind of a bit poignant. And at this stage, I always like to. One of the reasons we started doing this was because of we're all locked down, we're all in our houses, but there are people out there, keeping the wheels of our lives going round, and it's as a way of thanking them just. And this goes from my postie to the bin men, to the NHS folk, to all the carers, to all the people in the supermarkets, to the people driving big trucks up and down the motorway, getting our food into the shops, and the teachers who are all kind of the ones that are still teaching, and people that are teaching home studies and things like that. So I'll leave you with this, and I hope you've enjoyed the wee hour, a wee bit different from the other. We'll do the chorus first. Okay, Mr. Tatty Face. And if the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise. Well, actually, before I do the song, I should tell you the story where it came from. We were touring in America. It makes sense if you get the wee story. We were touring in America in a tour bus with Fiona Ritchie from Sister and Charlotte. We had a whole bunch of us, and it was a pretty old tour bus. I think it was the oldest tour bus in America. And we got around a couple of days. We went round, and the exhaust fumes started coming into the back lounge. So we were left in Charlotte somewhere, I think, while Tommy, the driver, took the bus back to the garage. And I said to Tommy, I says, "Don't leave us here, don't strand us here, come back." And Tommy says, if the spirit's willing and the creeks don't rise, he says, "I'll be back." That's what I made this. And I love that line and made the song out of it. If the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise, and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes the strain and the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together we'll be together. We're held in motion as it leads us along, never knowing quite where it might lead. And from mountain to ocean we learn to be strong. Oh, we bend to the ultimate need of the hopes and the fears of the innocent years, and we nourish their seed. But if the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise, and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes the strain and the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. We'll be together. Oblivious love, it's clean and it's young. Oh, it waits for the chance to shine through. Oh, and brother and sister, from one we have come. Oh, we wait for the chance to renew with the dreams and the schemes of the innocent years that shine from the place where we grew. And if the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise, and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes a strain, the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. We'll be together. Fiddle bit. Down, da, da, down. Da, da, ya, da, down, da, da, down. Da, 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 down. Da, 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 dee, down, da, dee, down. Down, da, dee, down, da, down, down. Da, down. One of the typing. Da, da, down, dee, down. Da, da, dee, da, 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 da. And if the spirit is willing and the rivers don't rise, and the light doesn't disappear out of our eyes, and adventure stays with us with its pain and surprise, we'll be together again. And if the line takes the strain and the rope doesn't break, and the venom stays asleep in the tooth of the snake, and we don't hold against us the mistakes that we make, oh, we'll be together again. 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 We'll be together. Thank you very much. Well, that's my song, We'll Be Together Again, from the words of Tommy, the line from Tommy, the tour bus driver. It was called the Star Car. but I think it was 1930 stars that had started off driving around in it. It was such an old thing. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the half hour. It's been quite tense for us here because of that Gale thing, and we don't quite know if it's worked or not. We'll have to find out. But if it worked, put a message up on my Facebook page and let me know it worked and that you heard it. And now that we've got the kind of fiddle thing kind of working out a bit, worked out, I can do a few more fiddle tunes, and maybe we'll manage to persuade Mrs. MacLean to come down and play a bit of piano one night. So anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. You all look after each other, take care, and I'll see you all. I'm going to get my 1985 port here. The bottle's getting pretty empty, but I've still got a wee one in it. So I'll just give you a wee toast and hope that you all stay cheery. And I'll see you in a couple of nights' time. That will be on Monday night. So I'll see you on Monday night, 8 o'clock, same time and same place. And good night. Aichava, you take care.